Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Digital Marketing Daily Digest, and this is the episode number 20. So I welcome you all. I have a lot of updates this week, right from Google to Facebook, and most of these updates are very, very exciting. Now let's get started without any delay and let's see what's in store for us today. Google has started running ads on the Google feed, or which was previously called as Google Discover. All of us have known that Google is doing a lot of modifications to their search interface, right from showing you queryless searches to following the stories format that you see on Instagram and Snapchat and things like that. Now, while Google Discover is completely revamping themselves and trying to make the search experience better for a lot of us, they have started exploring the opportunity of showing ads on the Google Discover platform. Now it's all going to be about ads. That's what Google Voice Assistant is doing. Now the Google Home, which has been experimenting with the voice search, now they have also started showing ads on these platforms. Finally, you're able to see Google showing the image credits and the metadata related to the Google images. When you start searching for images on Google. So you just go to google.com/images. You start searching for images. Now when the images show up, they're showing you the metadata now. Along with that, they're also showing the credit of that image, from which website they're appearing and who gets the credit for that image. So the credit for the images are also being displayed on Google Image Search. Now I've covered one of these updates in one of my sessions. Now it is actually live now. So if you start going to google.com and start searching for images, you will be able to see it now. Now another interesting update that I have seen happen on one of my client accounts recently is if you go to your Google Ads account, you're able to see a tab called Salesforce on the left hand side, and it is nothing but an integration of Salesforce versus Google Ads. Now I'm not quite sure if it is showing in all the accounts, but there is an integration that's possible between Salesforce, which is the CRM, with Google Ads, and now that's going to be a very interesting feature because all your AdWords related details where your conversions or leads become your customers. Now you can automate that data into Salesforce, and now you can have an out and out CRM to manage your clients. Now Google has been doing a lot of changes to the voice assistant or the Google Home or the Google Voice search that we are talking about. And one of such very interesting features in the recent past was if you want to book a ride using your voice assistant, now you can just say book a ride to the office and it will start showing you the different options available like Uber, Ola, Lyft, Grab. And it will also show you the pricing and the price differences, and you can go ahead with whatever you're comfortable with. Now, Google Voice Assistant or the Google Assistant or the Google Voice Search is experimenting with this feature with a locked screen. Now, you don't even have to unlock the screen to give voice commands. You can start doing it from the locked screen itself. Now, Google has been working with a lot of organizations in the recent past, and they're trying to come up with educating youth and educating kids about the downside of cyberbullying and online bullying, and how you can how do you counter online abuse. They're working in collaboration with a few organizations to bring that to you. Google has not just stopped at innovating and experimenting with the Google Home device. They're collaborating with a lot of smart home systems, where while Amazon was doing it a couple of weeks ago, now they have collaborated with, I think, Fab Homes or something like that, where they are not just making devices, they're also doing a out and out smart home system. Now Google is going the Amazon way, and Google is also looking for collaborations where they come up with a complete smart home. Google Ads releases a lot of scripts that will help you to recover lost conversions. For example, if you run this script, if you have a keyword and if you have a negative keyword, which will block. Now, if you have a set of keywords and if you accidentally have a negative keyword with the same keyword, which is going to block your searches, running this script will eliminate such hassles, and you will be able to get conversions on your converting keywords without the negative keywords having to block. This is one of the breathtaking statements that I've found out in one of my episodes, that it is reported that 50% of the advertising spend has been routed to Amazon from Google. Now, should Google be worried? Now, this is time where Amazon is really pushing the accelerator button. Now they're trying to speed up the whole process on the Amazon PPC ads front, where advertisers are trying to divide their spend between Amazon and Google. It is reported that a lot of advertisers pulled their money back from Google and they've shifted their spends to Amazon. Now this could be potentially dangerous to Google. Now it's time to buckle up and see how things go. But if the Amazon offering is really good, I don't think if that will make any difference. But the Amazon ad spends are really going up, and that's something which is very alarming for companies like Google and Facebook. This has been shut down to a lot of advertisers, and they're mandated. Now it is mandatory for you to move to the new ads interface. Now you will start seeing these options rolling out very soon, and Google has already sent out emails to people asking them to migrate to the new interface and what's new, and they're launching a tutorial sort of things, like a walkthrough of the new interface. Now I think if you have been pushing the switch from the old interface to the new interface, I think it's time you start looking at the new interface, because very soon Google will simply remove the old interface and you will be forced to get adapted to the new interface. And I think it can be a little tricky, and it can slow down your process if you have not already adapted. So it's time to get on to the new interface and start seeing the options. There is no going back, guys, so you cannot go back to the old interface after a couple of weeks. So get started with the new interface. Google Assistant, or the Google Voice feature, released a feature last week where you could compare rides and you can book a ride on any of the cab services using just saying okay Google. Now if you remember a couple of months ago in one of the Google keynotes, when they spoke about a voice assistant booking an appointment with a doctor, for example, or taking phone reservations for you, they have shown a live demonstration of that. Now that's really coming into play, and that is going to be activated this week or the week coming now. So it is time for you to start exploring these options and start integrating these into your daily marketing activities, so that you smooth out or you go through a smooth transition of these things. Now voice assistant is really going to book phone reservations on your behalf. If you haven't known what DuckDuckGo means, DuckDuckGo.com is a search engine like Google, but they don't have cookies, they don't follow you, they don't store your data, there is nothing that you have to be worried about from the privacy front. Now they're progressing in a very steady pace, and they have reported that they're getting about 30 million searches every day, which is a 50% rise from the last year. So consistent increase in traffic. Now there could be a lot of reasons for that because of the privacy issues with Facebook, and Google was also in the news for having some anomalies in terms of data privacy that could have occurred. Now DuckDuckGo is capitalizing on that, and they have recently reported 30 million searches on a daily basis consistently, which is a good news. So all the people who are worried about privacy and Google storing your data, it's time to start experimenting and start adapting to DuckDuckGo.com.